Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building another apartment. Now, I'm very sorry about the lot of apartments I'm doing lately. I think I'm gonna break them up, so this may be in no order at all, and you're like, what apartments? You haven't posted an apartment in 4 days. But I did 3 of them at one time. Well, not at one time, but 3 in a row that I built, because I didn't want to build out exteriors, so I just built apartments. And also I had half an hour and I wanted to build, but I knew I couldn't build an actual house in half an hour, so I was just like, apartment, we'll do that. And so I think I'm going to post them spread out, but that may not happen. We'll see what happens. At the time when you're seeing this, you will know. Hopefully. I don't actually know what order I'm posting these in either. Just a bunch of chaos over here. But this apartment, I think I have built this exact same apartment with not this obviously exact but the same kind of style and furniture in a house before. I remember doing the exact same thing, but for this video's purpose, this is different. Entirely different thing. New thing. It's an apartment, so it's fancier. It's totally new right there. Just pure unique idea right there. Okay? We're gonna just get that into our minds. But unless I am very dumb and I actually haven't built anything like this, but I could have sworn I did something very like this. Even with the zebra print rug and everything. And the light woods and stuff. Also, I filmed I think it was called a beige apartment. I would have mentioned that in the video, so I don't know, that apartment. If it looks very beige, that apartment. But I mentioned that I hadn't done a bunch of lightwood apartments, and then proceeded to do 3. So that's really fun right there. So this is another apartment that has a bunch of lightwood. I also spent 4 minutes doing this entire living area, and then I was like, no, we need to slow that down. And then I spent 12 minutes on the rest of what you cannot see right now is what took the other 12 minutes, because I did this in 16 minutes, I think, around then. So I can do these the apartments take no time. And I even fully decorated, there's shelves, there's paintings, there's bookshelves, but it still just doesn't take me a lot of time. I could spend 2 hours on a medium-sized house and then 15 minutes on an apartment. It's just what? That makes no sense. Because even if you were to double the time it takes for an apartment for the time for the outside, it's still just where does the time go? It doesn't make any sense. I guess it's because they're bigger, but it's just, I don't know. Whatever. But we're getting into today's story, which is kind of not really a story, it's just a topic thing. It'll make sense in 12 seconds. But on TikTok, I heard the Taylor Swift song that I don't remember the name of it. That's a very, large theme of everything that is this channel. But it's she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers kind of thing. Okay, this makes sense later on, okay? I promise. But I was listening to it on TikTok, on a TikTok video. I heard it and I was like, huh, we could talk about that. Because if you were unaware, I am a cheerleader. And so this year I've been doing high school cheerleading, and it's been funky, definitely would be the correct word, but I was thinking about it, and we actually, for the past, I think the entirety of basketball season, which is the winter kind of season, winter in quotes, because you can do basketball whenever, and we do it actually all year round, I think, but we only cheer for the winter basketball season. But the school COVID cases spiked for some reason, and no, it was the reverse. The COVID cases for the school went down, so they let people come to the basketball games, which is smart idea right there. But we're not gonna judge that. That's past. Whatever. But since that, they also put more of the bleachers down, or any of the seats. They put more of them down, and we were actually sanding and doing cheer stuff and all of that fun stuff on the actual bleachers, standing on the bleachers. Now, if you've ever seen a high school cheer thing, it's not that big of a deal to do it on bleachers because it is literally nothing. You're literally just moving your arms. But a lot of our cheers have like jumping or kicking or like moving in them, so we couldn't do a good 3/4 of our like things, like I don't cheers, I guess cheers we're gonna call them, but like it wasn't bad. But we were also getting stared at by parents the entire time, which, you know, a mix of our parents and the basketball parents' boys, and the basketball boys' parents. Yeah, right there. Good grammar skills right here. But they just kept looking at us because we were also in the bleachers, and apparently they thought that was weird or something. We thought it was weird too, but you don't have to stare at us, okay? But like they would just like look at us like the entire time, which I understand the cheer parents, they could do that because that's what they're there for, obviously, you know, their own children who are cheering it, you know. But it was just like the other parents that are just like, stop looking at us, look at the basketball, that's what you're supposed to be doing, look at the basketball. It was just very awkward. Also, we had like a couple people like fall because, you know, during cheers that we like kind of like shuffle our feet. Now they're plastic bleachers that have like a good 6 inches for like the like seat, and then a good 4 inches of room between the seats, maybe a bit more, not that much, like exactly enough for your foot, like exactly. Sometimes they were smaller than that, so it was very uncomfortable and it was hard to stand. So everyone was like falling and kicking the seats, and it was just like, this is a mess. Like, there were other places in the gym we could have gone, but like they like the like people who were like doing like the setup of the basketball team were like, yeah, we'll put them in the bleachers. Sounds good right there. You know, perfect decision. That's kind of like putting like I can just imagine, like, because the dance team has to perform sometimes too, but they do it for seniors. Did they shove them in the bleachers? Because I would actually really like to see that. But no, because they, you know, they just probably sit under the hoop or something, which is what we did at other schools when we were doing it. But no, at our own school, you get put in the bleachers. You know, it's fun. And also when we would stomp, the entirety of the bleachers would shake, which was honestly really funny, because all of the parents would just like simultaneously look at us while we were stomping, because like some of them you're like clap, clap, stomp, stomp kind of things, you know. So it was just a fun experience overall. We're done with that though. You know, I actually have tryouts soon, so you know, it's funky kind of things. But we're getting to the end of the video, so it's almost screenshots time, but I post a video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!